Okay.
There is no harm in trying.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. And quickly, before you go, could you, Gabriel is asking, good evening, sir. Good evening, Doc Promise. Please, can you, oh, sorry. Okay. Good
I think I
evening,
can
Doc
see the
Promise. Please, can you
question.
give a little more insight into into how assistantships work? Do you work to pay your tuition and support your survival means? So, Gabriel is asking you to give him an insight into how assistantships work.
So most funding in the United States are basically two. It's either it's a fellowship or it's an assistantship. Both require you to do some work. But I'll focus more on the assistantship, which is also divided into two. You can be a teaching assistantship, and also a research assistantship. Like the word goes, if it's teaching, that assistantship comes with free tuition, so you don't have to bother paying your tuition because you are working for the university as a teaching assistant. So they cover your tuition. They cover also your medical health insurance. Varies across the states. Some can be 50%, some can be 75%, some can be 100% covered. And also, on top of that, for a teaching or research assistantship, you are given opportunity to work for 20 hours per week. And for that work you are doing as a teaching assistant for the department, or as a research assistant for your supervisor, you are paid for that, like a monthly stipend that can cover for your living expenses for the course of 1 year.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that, Promise. I think it's a good deal when you get to like work 20 hours in a week, you know. Yeah, thank you very much for that expose. So, okay, Rakib Akambi is asking, does PTDF fund online master program in the UK? I think, Kaito, you have to answer this since Precious is not.
Hi, Gloria. Sorry. Hi, Gloria. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, please. So because of time, I think this should be the last question so that we could move on.
All right. All right,
Thank
no
you.
problem. All right.
You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's just best to either ask someone doing that particular scholarship or just check online.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so I think because of time, we are so fast spent. We will be coming to the end of this panel session. If you
Hey, sorry. I think Precious wants to answer the last question. So,
all right, sir. All right, sir.
Mm.
Precious, over to you.
All right, hi everyone, good evening. Yeah, so for the programs that PTDF funds, they are usually in-person programs, particularly for masters. Although like there's a bit of a change for the PhD ones, such that there's a part of it that happens outside the country, and then there's another part of it that happens within Nigeria. So, but if it's a master's program, you most likely have to be outside of the country, not online. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Precious. I hope you got that, Rakib. Thank you very much. Okay, so this has been such a valuable conversation, and on behalf of me and my co-host, we want to say a big thank you to our panelists for their time and their wisdom, and to our amazing audience. Thank you for showing up. We hope you leave today more equipped, prepared, and confident to take the next scholarship step. So we've heard a lot from our speakers. We've heard how you have to like prepare early, how you have to get your requirements ready, prepare ahead of time, 1 year ahead of time, or know your schedule and all of that. I hope this has been great for you as it has been for me. So with this, drawing the curtain on this session. Thank you very much, everyone that has joined. We really appreciate. Thank you so much. So over to you, Ebi and Malio. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Gloria and Favor, for holding up that panelist session. It was really insightful and it was a great time. Okay, so Malio, please move over to the next slide. All right, so we are having our breakout session now, and we have four expert speakers, and I will just go over to their bio and read shortly because of the brevity of time. So move on. Okay, meet the first workshop speaker, Precious Okon. Precious Okon is an accomplished professional with an impressive track record. She graduated from Now University of Nigeria with a Bachelor of Engineering in Petroleum and Gas Engineering, achieving a perfect CGPA of 5.5/5.5 and earning the distinction of valedictorian of our class. Professionally, Precious has worked as a petroleum engineer with Cyber Christian Nigeria Limited and S Energy. Currently, she is undergoing a master's in geoenergy and machine learning and data science at Imperial College, London. The next slide. Malio, next slide. Malio, please confirm you're still on the call.
Yes, I am. I've actually moved to the next slide.
Please. Okay. Sorry about that. I guess my network lagging. So the second workshop speaker, Israel Momo. Israel Momo is from Southern Nigeria and is currently a graduate student in the Department of Petroleum Engineering at Oklahoma State University. Israel completed his bachelor's degree in petroleum engineering from the Federal University of Petroleum Resources, Nigeria, where he served as vice president of the Society of Petroleum Engineers student chapter. Israel loves to volunteer in his time to helping and seeing that things are done. He currently serves as the treasurer of Society of Petroleum Engineers, Oklahoma State University Student Section, and has served as 2023/2025 president of the section, winning an award for retaining and engaging membership. That's a nice one. The next slide. Okay. Please
Yes, I'm
confirm
currently
I
on the
can
next
still
slide.
be heard.
Doing his research.
Okay, the third workshop speaker, we have Aziz, the person of Aziz Akiemi. Aziz Akiemi is the founder and CEO of Three Mission-Driven Ventures, AgriQ Connect, a platform for taking post-adverse losses in Africa through AI-powered supply chains. All right. Aziz was a fully funded delegate to the International Leadership Program in Turkey and holds a leadership and business management certification from Harvard University Global Business Symposium. Aziz holds a bachelor's degree from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Nigeria, and has been awarded multiple fully funded PhD offers from US institutions. He actively contributes to academic and professional communities as ESC and NSCHE, rooted in passion for innovation and society equity, as this is committed to building scalable solutions that empower underserved community. The next one. Okay, so we have the next slide, please, Malio. Can't see anything.
Yes, I'm currently on the next slide. I don't
All
know,
right,
is
so
anyone not seeing my slide apart from Victory?
all right. The last but not the least, we have the person of Chibuzo Iguonu. Chibuzo is currently pursuing a master's degree in petroleum engineering at Louisiana State University. He holds a Bachelor of Engineering in Petroleum Engineering from Federal University of Petroleum Resources, Nigeria. Chibuzo is a recipient and mentor under the iScholars Initiative, where he has guided students from diverse academic backgrounds to secure fully funded international scholarships across various countries. He currently works as a research assistant with the Multi-Scale Energy Resources Simulation Group at LSU. So without further ado, I want you to visually put your hands together for these persons. We have really, really brilliant expert speakers that is going to take over the breakout room. So I'm going to be calling on, okay, so the next thing now is the breakout room, and I'm going to be putting it up. So I want to mention the topics that each of the speakers are going to be taking. So I'll just go on with the first one. We have Chibuzo, and the topic is finding and applying for international scholarships. Then we have Precious Okon and Aziz Akiemi. They are going to be taking statements of purpose, different breakout room, actually. So we have Isaac Momo is going to be taking us on interview preparation and tips. So I'm going to start now. And if you need any assistance with getting into the breakout room, just let us know using the chat button. Thank you very much. Okay, so the rooms are open now. I don't know if you guys can see it. Please confirm you can see it. And if you can't see it, you let me know so that I'll add you in.
Yes, we can see.
All right.
But
Okay,
only
only
room
one
one.
room.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me try to get that. Okay.
You can make me a co-host so that or a host so that I can do that.
All right, thank you very much. Just a minute. I'm sorry for. Okay, is that okay? I think you're already co-host, right?
Make me the host instead.
Okay, all right. Doing that. It's done. So I don't know. We're going to assign them to different rooms. Okay.
So this one will close out in 45 seconds so that I can be able to create another one.
Okay, so while we wait for somewhere to create a breakout room, I'm so sorry about that. Really sorry. So just to know, when the breakout room is created, the time for each of them is 25 minutes. So after 25 minutes, you come back to the main room where we can reconvene for the final discussion and questions and answer, if that's okay. All right. Samuel, I think that's done now, right?
Yes. So it's the different rooms, but we
Okay.
need to know what is room one, room two.
Okay. So we have the first room, and that's for Chibuzo. It's finding and applying for international scholarships. I think that's the first room. Then the second one, we have Precious Okon that will be taking us on Statement of Purpose, SOP. And the third, same thing, is going to be taken by Aziz Akiemi, statement of purpose as well. Then the last but not the least, Israel Momo will be taking us on interview preparation and tips. So I don't know if anybody can confirm they can see that.
Yes, great.
So currently the forums are open. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So if in a minute or two people are not there, we can randomly assign.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Exactly. Well done.
Sorry to mention, I don't think you should randomly assign people to rooms. I think they should go to whatever rooms would benefit them the most, since they know what they want to do and what they want. It's just
Okay,
my
sure.
opinion. Thank you.
Okay, sure. No problem. Okay, so I'm going to go over the rooms again. The first room is finding and applying for international scholarships that will be taken by Chibuzo. Then the second room is statement of purpose that will be taken by Precious Okon. And also the third room is also statement of purpose taken by Aziz Akiemi as well. Then we have interview preparation and tips. Lastly, that will be taken by Israel Momo. I believe everybody got that. If not, I could repeat again.
Interview preparation and what, please?
Interview preparation and tips. All right. Okay. All right, no problem.
So we still have 35 people that haven't joined. Please, if you should join in.
Okay, we have 24 now. We are putting them in.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay. All right.
Samuel, can you hear me? Okay.
That yes, I've done that.
Okay, you've done that. Okay, let me go back to the breakout room. And that's one. Okay.
Find something nice. Sorry, I know you're not fun. I know for this minute.
Hello? Yeah, good evening. Hello? Hello? Thank you very much. If you're still there, I just wanted to confirm whether there's a distinct difference between personal statements and statement of purpose.
Hello, Fatima. I think you have to wait for the speaker to join the main room before you ask your question. Okay?
Okay, can we end? Okay, yeah.
All right, thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. So gradually everybody is joining in now. Mario, can we have the slide? Okay, thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoyed their breakout session because mine was quite interesting. I was just listening while everything was going on and people were answering questions, So I guess everybody had slow time. So right about now, we'll be moving over to question and answer session because I know in the breakout room, some persons had questions that were not, fully answered. So in the midst of that, if you have any questions to ask, you can just raise your hand and I will call you out. Then, or you could use the chat button and type your question out and you will answer. All right. Please, Mario, confirm I can still be heard.
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right. So any questions? Just okay. All right. So we have one question from Fatima. And our question is, can you distinguish between personal statement and statement of purpose? Okay, so I don't know. Between Precious Okon and I think who else handled it? Aziz Akiemi. I don't know if you could help us answer this question, if that's okay. Okay.
Okay, I'll just take that.
All right. Thank you.
So to be fair, there really isn't much of a difference. It's just a nuanced thing. It just depends on the body you're dealing with. Some could call it personal statement, some could call it statement of purpose. But in the end, what matters the most is that you are sharing information that has to do with your why, the reason you are engaging in whatever you're trying to engage in, or why you're trying to apply for that scholarship or why you're trying to go to that school. So sometimes with universities, they might call it personal statement for the admission process for the scholarship. They might call it statement of purpose, but give or take, it's exactly the same thing.
All right. Thank you very much for that wonderful answer. So we have another question here in the chat box, and this is from Omotayo. Omotayo is answering. He said, going by the recent happenings in USA, please, one of the schools I had applied to are requesting me to send my official transcript. Please, I need an advice to this. And he needs an advice to this, and also trying to sort out the funding issues now in the US. I don't think I get that question clear. And also, we have one from Jacita. She said, please, how can I join SPE as a graduate member? So any volunteer to answer that questions before I go over to the next ones? Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Abi, can you repeat
Yes.
it first? I heard about the second, how to join SPE as a graduate member.
Okay, the first question, the person said, going on by the recent happenings in the USA, please, he said one of the schools he applied to are requesting for his transcript, official transcript, and he needs advice on how to go about it. And also about the funding issues now in the US. He doesn't know how to navigate. I think that's what he meant.
Okay, yeah, okay. So yeah, starting from that second one you just talked about, yeah, I think that's why this program is on, right? I believe if you have listened to most of the speakers, they have talked about different scholarship opportunities, for if you don't have funding, even as far to even some taking some GRA exam. I know there are even scholarship opportunities that are being given to take some of them, and also the ones for sponsorship, and also graduate assistantship. But I guess the panelists will do justice to that. Um, and also for the US thing too. Those maybe based in US can also answer to that. But for the SP, how to join as a graduate member? Yes, I know there are a lot of participants from different parts of the world right now. But if I zone it down to Nigeria, normally one thing you just want to do, maybe your region, maybe you're staying in Aberdeen, you're staying in Houston, just type SP Houston and see, SP Aberdeen, SP Abuja, right? If something comes up, which is something close, might comes up, if SP is not in that your city, you can just go to the page and you usually see an admin, right? If you can't get this on normal Google, you can go on LinkedIn, just type SP, the city you are from, and you see, their page, send a message to them. I remember when I was, I came to a new city, and I just, on Instagram, I just typed SP this, and I sent a message, and they replied me, and that was how I connected with them. So yeah, if you want to be a graduate member from there, that's where you can easily, go through, and then to register as SP as a new professional member is $45, right? Then if you're a student member, it's free. Yeah, and also, but for you to be active in SP, you have to be tied to a section, and once you connect with them, they introduce you to their WhatsApp team, and you can start volunteering for activities. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer AB, for that answer. So I don't know which of the expert speakers will take on the first question that was asked.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the question. Please, it's good to, there's two people from the US. You can just name one of them to answer any of the questions. Or the three people, that would reduce this. For the current happenings in the US, people will still get funding and people will still come. Like one of the panelists mentioned, it's not only in the US. The immigration problem is a challenge, like almost everywhere. So you want to just keep a positive mindset and apply. And if your university is requesting that you send your transcript, it's just one of the requirements to gain admission into that school. Some schools are different. Some may just require your version of the transcript and then collect an official maybe when you're here. But if it's a requirement, I don't think you need any advice on that issue. You just want to do it and just try to do it. But don't worry so much about what's happening. Just try to go with all the requirements, try to fulfill all the requirements, and then I'm certain you will get it if you meet all the criteria, especially for the US. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Israel, for that answer. So we have two questions in the chat box, and I'm just going to run through one of it. So it said the first person can't be. I don't know if I'm pronouncing correctly. I'm sorry. So he said, how relevant or impactful is using technical presentation as alternative or in place of research publication in scholarship application, as I have none for now. I'll go over it again. I felt I was too fast. He said, how relevant or how impactful is using technical presentation as an alternative in place of research publication in a scholarship application, and it doesn't have any as of now. Any answers? Okay, so I'm just going to throw that question to Chibuzo. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, the person said, how relevant is using technical presentation as an alternative in place of research publication for a scholarship application?
Yeah, it's relevant, right? When you say technical presentation, what's that? Is it not like maybe all this SPE paper contest, right?
Yes, like a paper, yeah.
Yeah, that's very valid. Yeah, you did the research and you published it. Maybe you did it in the paper contest or what have you. Yeah, that's very good. You put it out there. Anything that just shows that you have like a track record of research, and most especially research that aligns with your interest and with what the professor is looking for. That's very valid.
All right, thank you very much. So I don't know. Okay, we have two questions, but I'm just going to go to Fatima. Fatima also asked, I think this specific to Precious Okon. She said, thanks for the previous answer on SOP and PS. Meanwhile, when utilizing the storytelling technique, do you consider it better to introduce one's present personality right at the start? Or do you just launch into flashback or start with introducing one's earlier self and linking it to inspiration for studies?
Okay, is the question directed to me?
No, it's directed to Precious Okon. Sorry about that. She answered the question earlier, so that's why I'm taking it back there. I don't know. Yeah. Precious Okon, please confirm you can hear me.
All right. Hi, everyone. Okay. When utilizing the storytelling technique, do you consider it better to introduce one's present personality and launch it to flashback or start? I think the first thing that determines how far you go or in whatever flashback you're attempting to do is your word count. So you have to know how many words you have to determine whether you have room to begin to tell necessary and unnecessary stories. But when we talk about storytelling, like I'm not just saying start telling your life history. You're just trying to tell the most impactful ones that relate to what is being spoken about. So as much as possible, like just check for that and be sure that that is going to happen. Yeah, but more than anything, to try to address the exact question asked. To address the exact question asked, there is always room to be able to explain what led up to who you now are. Like, so that influences, that like explains your why, like the person you are and stuff like that. And then, so that helps to answer the question of inspiration, like your motivation behind the things that you do. But your major determinant is your word count. That will determine how much storytelling. But even if you do have an unlimited word count, which you most likely never will, just try to say only things that are relevant to what you're trying to push out. I know it may seem like I've said a lot of things, and I hope that in the middle of all of this, it's organized. But I just think it's important that I address it from a holistic perspective because it's important to give context, like background and all, but just ensure that you don't go down a rabbit hole of telling stories that have no impact whatsoever to what it is you're trying to achieve with your statement. I hope that helps.
All right, yes, I think that's clear. I don't know, Fatima, is that clear for you?
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. So I think with that, we've come to the end of the question and answer session. I stand to be corrected if there's the question, but then we are done with the question and answer. So we'll just move over to the next agenda so that we wrap up. Okay, so the next agenda is the quiz time, and that will be taken by Kashi, a YP from SPE Warrior section. Kashi, confirm you can hear me. Kashi, please
Yeah, I'm
confirm you
here.
can. All right,
I'm
no
here.
problem.
I'm evening. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So, thanks to all our speakers for the nuggets of wisdom that they shared with us today. We learned a lot, and I know that what they've taught us today is going to help a lot of us out that have interest in applying for scholarships abroad. So currently I'm having issues with authentication on my quiz platform. So maybe I'll need you to take over for a couple of minutes so I can try to sort it out. Don't know if that's
Okay, you want me to take over with the quiz?
No, like just take over for a couple of minutes. I can't log into my
Okay, no
so
problem.
just give me a couple of minutes. Let me try to.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, we can be taking the announcement.
Yes, so move over to the next slide, please, Mario. Okay, so the announcement. The Society of Petroleum Engineers, Young Professional in Warri section will be having their energy symposium that is themed Sustainable Energy Future, Emerging Strengths, Technologies and Solutions. And it's going to be featuring keynote address, panel session, breakout session, scholarship fair, and more. And the time is 12 p.m. West African time, and is going to be live on Zoom. This is brought to you by the Young Professionals, Warri Section 104. Thank you. Okay, so YP share, is that all, or do you want to?
Okay, all right, thanks. So yeah, I wanted to add one or two more. So the program tomorrow will be wrapping up our activities, right, for the board year. But most importantly, students on the call, I think, yeah, we're sponsoring some students also to come on the call tomorrow. We see the SPI president, the incoming council chair, also the great panelists that we have today. We'll also be having some business executives coming on tomorrow to share some highlights. So please make sure you're there. And also, I'll use this medium to encourage as many of you that have just finished school, right, looking for opportunities to volunteer. Please make sure you join a body that encourages you to utilize your skills. SPE is open. You can reach out to us. You can via LinkedIn. You can send a message to us. SP Warrior, I believe some of you came in through the platform, or you can send a message to me, Bebenimi Boebi for Blessing on LinkedIn, or any of our persons to join the SP body. Normally, as a professional body, yet there's a certain you pay $45, right, to join in. However, based on interest and based on your volunteerism, SP Warrior can allow you to still volunteer in some activities, right, while trying to find your foot right in the industry. So we encourage as many of you to be part of the team, and also in any location you are in, right? I see a large number of persons from different parts of the world joined on the call. So please try to find our footing, right, to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that explanation, Engineer Bifaga. So because of time, I don't know if Kashi is ready yet, but if he's not ready, we'll just move over to the photography session. Let's move over to the photography session. Please, Mario, confirm you are ready to take the screenshots. Are you ready? Okay, so
Yeah, you can go ahead.
this place is really dark, but anyways. Okay. Mario, please confirm you are taking the screenshots, please, so that.
Yes, I am. I'm taking few.
All right. All right.
Still taking
So when we are taking photographs, usually we say SPE and we react with a thumbs up sign. So we can just do that now. SPE, cleaner energy. Thank you very much. You got that?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right, thank you. All right, let's confirm if we have Kashi ready or we are ending. Kashi, are you ready?
Okay. The closing remark.
All right. So the last agenda on the list for today before we say bye. So we have Ekemo Samuel, sorry. So it's going to be taking the vote of thanks. Please confirm you're on the call.
Hello, confirm you can hear me, please.
Loud and clear. The floor is yours.
Yes, so Paul speaking. So Sammy had to drop off because he had to attend to something. So I'll be taking the remarks in his stead. Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. So I'd like to say a big thank you to first of all to everyone who has made it this far. I know keeping people waiting, keeping people on call for almost 3 hours is no joke, and I see more than half of you that joined are still on call. So very big thank you to everyone, and to our outstanding speakers, the panel speakers, the workshop anchors. I want to say very big thank you for taking out your time to really disseminate this knowledge the the fact that you are also passionate about seeing people do great things, people do well, even as you're also doing well for yourself. I want to say a very big thank you for answering us when we called you. And also, okay, I also want to quickly chip in that I believe people will be reaching out to you even after this call, and I'm definitely sure that you're going to be giving them the responses they need, and you're going to be answering them as they call. I want to say a very big thank you for that, and also for all the section officers on call by the YP level and senior management level. We say very thank you for taking out your time. And to the planning committee for the scholarship fair, very big thank you and well done to everyone. And I trust that all the impact of the knowledge we gained would actually form the basis for next level, like the theme of the scholarship fair says, level up. I believe everyone on this call, everyone that took a part in one way or another in this call will be leveling up even from this section. Thank you very much, everyone. And please let's not forget, doesn't end here. The Energy Symposium is tomorrow and it's also fully power packed. So I expect each and everyone to also be there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for joining in and sticking with us till this time. So till we meet again, we remain SPE Worry section. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Okay, also, I would like to quickly apologize for the network glitch we had in the quiz session, but by God's grace, tomorrow we have another quiz session. So if you plan to win today, don't worry, you can still win tomorrow. So by God's grace, we won't have a network glitch tomorrow. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Tim. Well done. Hey, Juliana. Okay, you can hand for her. Thank you. Yeah.